the vote count from their homes and are expected to move to their party situation rooms once results become clearer. The election results are expected around midnight with final confirmation by the National Election Commission tomorrow morning. The elected candidate will assume office immediately, with the inauguration likely to follow later tomorrow. Voting continues until 8 p.m. tonight. Bring valid ID and vote at your assigned location. Early voters cannot vote again. A fire broke out today at a sewing factory in central Seoul's Junggu district, killing one woman and injuring 4 others, including a firefighter. The blaze began around 9:35 a.m. and was fully extinguished by 11:02 a.m. A level 1 emergency response was issued, mobilizing 31 vehicles and 115 personnel. An investigation is underway. In local news, the main voting day for Korea's 21st presidential election today, polling began smoothly at 914 voting stations across Busan from 6 a.m. As of 4 p.m., voter turnout in Busan stood at 69%. Dongdaegu has the highest turnout, while Junggu has the lowest. While slightly lower than the national average of 71.4%, it is marginally higher than the previous presidential election 3 years ago. From early morning, long lines formed at many polling stations throughout the city, with some queues stretching over 50 meters, reflecting strong voter participation. To ensure security, the Busan Metropolitan Police have deployed over 1,800 officers across 914 polling stations, with additional personnel stationed at 16 counting centers and key transit points. Armed officers are also escorting ballot transport vehicles. The Busan District Court held its first citizen participation trial of 2025, resulting in a not guilty verdict. Criminal Division 7 accepted a unanimous not guilty verdict from all 7 jurors and formally acquitted the defendant today. The case was conducted under the jury trial system, which enables citizens to take part in serious criminal proceedings. In international news, Mongolian Prime Minister Oyun Arden has resigned after losing a parliamentary confidence vote following days of public protest over corruption allegations. Outrage grew after social media posts surfaced showing his son's lavish birthday and engagement celebrations. Oyun Arden, who took office in 2021, will remain as caretaker prime minister until a successor is appointed within 30 days. And now for today's weather. The current weather in Busan area is mostly clear and the temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. The temperature will average around 21 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4. $2,865,552. This is the total number of registered voters in Busan for this election. 914. This is the number of polling stations in Busan for this election. And the number 8. This is the final hour when voting is allowed. Today, you can vote until 8 p.m. 여러분, 오늘 투표하셨습니까? Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome to For Your Busan. Let's kick things off with Knock by 권진아. That was Knock by 권진아, our opening song this Tuesday here for Your Busan. Welcome to the show, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Today is a very important day for the country. ID cards, passports, driver's licenses, government employee IDs, national technical qualifications, certifications, and student IDs. These are all valid forms of identification that can be used at the polling station today. So if you haven't voted yet, remember that you can still vote until 8 p.m. Just bring one of these IDs and make sure to cast your valuable vote. And as mentioned earlier, in this presidential election, a total of 2,865,552 eligible voters in Busan have the right to vote. For those who couldn't vote on election day, early voting was available over 2 days last week, Now, according to the National Election Commission, Busan's early voting turnout for the 21st presidential election was 30.37%. Although this is a 3.88 percentage points lower than the 34.25% turnout in the 20th presidential election, it is still the second highest early voting rate in history. Now, by district, Yeongdo-gu district recorded the highest turnout at 33.7%, followed by Donggu district at 33.58% and Junggu district at 32.32%, showing that early voting participation was higher in the original downtown areas. So, what was the most important factor voters considered when choosing a candidate in the 21st presidential election? According to a survey, 35.3% of respondents said skills and experience were the most important. Next came policies and pledges at 30.5%. What is the standard you use when making your choice in the voting booth? Interesting that skills and experience are the highest. You know, I thought policies and pledges would be the most important thing, but I guess it's a different viewpoint in a different culture. Anyway, it may be a day off for a lot of people, a day of voting and maybe not going to work, but nonetheless, we've got lots of people coming, messaging in bright and early, which is fantastic to see. We have Benny-nim coming in saying first place, and then Kosu-nim thought he had first place. Very quick today, but he's second. He changed his answer to 2등. Benny-nim saying, hi Nick, Ang PD and all, happy, my favorite day, Tuesday, and election day. It's amazing that you know today is election day, Benny-nim. I guess you listen to the radio quite a lot, so you would probably know the election day has come. I wonder if the Philippines election day has a big buzz around it too. I'm sure it does. We have Juliet and him as well saying, wow, 3등, 야오. Well done. Yes, you did main as 순위권이에요. Wow. You made it to third place. You get to stand on the lowest podium on the 3 podiums. You get the bronze medal. Well done, Juliet Nim. Drift Monkey Nim, good to see you. Welcome to the show, my friend. It's good to see more of you these days. Fantastic stuff. And also Juliet Nim saying, for the first time in many months, I can finally enjoy full-time Nim show. That's awesome. So I guess you're taking the day off. Fantastic. You can take off the mute and listen to my voice and all of the music too. And also saying, Nick got a haircut. So handsome. Is it possible? You know, you make me feel so good every single day, Juliet Nim. 감사합니다. And I hope that you cast your votes and made it count. We have a Meli Kulsumasunim coming back. Hello, saying hi all. Welcome to the show, my friend. Fantastic to see you. I'm assuming your name is like a cute way of saying Merry Christmas, but in a kind of cute way, say Meli Kulsumasu. And I like it. Well, it's very hard to say, though. Anyway, we've got Samgin Park in him as well, saying, howdy, everyone, and saying that I voted. Fantastic. Good stuff. Well done. And I guess everyone will be waiting for the, the 발표 now, right? When the results get announced. It'll be quite nervous until then, I think, depending on who you voted for, of course. You don't have to tell us who you voted for, by the way. This is a totally neutral, non-political show, so we're not going to be talking about different parties and things like that. Drift Monkey Nim saying, 닉님 흰머리 없어요. 부럽네요. I hope I don't. I mean, very occasionally, I have a white hair and I have to like, boba. Do you have, you're a young guy. You have white hair already? Well, you know, we get them. I think I had my first one ever at 19 years old. At 19, I pulled out a white hair. I got very scared, but then they never came back. So I think it was just a one-time anomaly. There you go. Merry Christmas, them asking, Nick, did you get a haircut? I did. Thank you very much for asking. I got it today. And the lady that I go to, she's very nice. And she does a good 두피 massage when she does it. So I was just, it felt so good. I need to get a haircut more often. Benny Nim saying, Nick, it's a big buzz, the election days in Philippines. Yeah, I hear a lot about Philippine elections from across the pond, from across in Korea as well. So I guess it is a huge thing. Relation Nim, fantastic to see you. Welcome to the show, my friends. 모든 분들 반갑습니다. Happy election day, voting day, and welcome. Okay, 멜리 크리스마스님 says 멜리가 제 영어 이름이라서 메리 크리스마스 대신에 멜리 크리스마스라고 외국인 친구들이 닉네임 만들어줬어요. That makes sense. See, your name, that's a very unique name. I've never heard the English name Melly. Oh, I like it though. It's almost like Nelly, like, the singer. I like that. All right, Melly. That's good reason. Now I can logically think about that in my head. Jenny Nim as well coming in saying, good afternoon, Nick. 친구들 반가워요. Nick, 오늘따라 어깨가 태평양 같아요. 멋져요. Really? Thank you. I haven't worked out in a while. Well, I worked out yesterday, but I didn't work out that hard. But thank you very much, Jenny Nim. Fantastic to see you. Anyway, you can send all your messages to us. If you want to send a message, but you're not quite sure what to say, today's text topic will hopefully stimulate you to send a message or inspire you to send a message. 네, 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요. 나의 첫 투표에 대한 기억은 언제였나요? And 무엇이었나요? So, when was your first memory of voting? And, I mean, you don't have to say, obviously, you don't have to say who you voted for, but when was it? Is it recently? Maybe you've just got old enough to vote. What's the voting age limit? 연령 제한이 있나요? 그 16살? 18살? 18. That seems fair. I think in England it's 18 as well, actually. So, when was your first memory voting? Let us know. pound 9050, sharp 9050, which will cost you 101 or a Kakao Talk message. Okay, so in the first half of the show, we're going to have Busan Times, where we catch up on the day's top stories in Busan with news anchor Claire Kim. Nick's Deep Dive, time to share my thoughts about everything in the world. And then we're going to have Busan This or That, where we debate the diverse tastes of Busan locals. In the second half, we'll have On the Mic, stories of Busan locals encountered on the streets of Busan. Get Active Busan, meeting Busan citizens who stay healthy by using the city's sports facilities and parks. And of course, we'll have Quizmaster, a daily interactive quiz show with fun prizes. A good chance for you to message in, have a bit of fun, and maybe take home a coffee coupon. So you can message in from the channels that I said earlier, so keep sending your messages in. Now, coming up next is Busan Times, so don't go anywhere.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everyone, to For Your Busan. It's 4:18 in the afternoon. The curtains are all closed here, so I don't know if it's a nice day or not. Is it a nice day?
It's a brightly nice day.
It's a brightly nice day. Maybe I'll open the curtains in a second. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's quite odd coming into this building, nobody here.
Nobody.
Looking in this samushel, there's like...
Do you know
it was
what?
like just like PD and you.
Do you know what? I came in really early morning.
Really?
The parking lot was blocked. It was
Here?
closed. Yes.
Oh, because there's no...
No other people are coming.
Okay.
Parking lot was even
Oh
closed.
my. Did you exercise your right to vote today?
Yes, I did the early voting.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the changing address.
Yeah.
It was too late for that.
Oh, fair enough. So I guess then you are Korean, not Australian citizen. You're
No,
Korean.
I'm Korean.
Korean citizen. Fantastic. So I guess when you lived in Australia, you just had to watch everything happen without...
And they get fined if they don't vote.
People get fined if they do?
Yes.
I think I might have heard about that.
Yes, they get fined.
That's interesting.
You get an envelope and
Yeah.
a post box
Yeah.
if you didn't vote.
Interesting. I like how, I don't like how the vans go around blaring out music, but I think it's really interesting that there are, every candidate has their own kind of truck. And
yes.
they have people like dancing and waving
It
for
is
them.
actually very unique.
It is. It is. Sometimes, if they're near my house and they're very loud, I'm like, if I could vote, I would never vote for you. Coming that near to my house, disturbing me. I think it's really cool. It's a fun,
They
almost
take
culture.
turn in front of my house.
They do?
So I cannot blame one.
I'm not voting for any of you. Okay, anyway, that's great. Before we move on, today's text topic, when was your first memory of voting?
I did vote. I went to my elementary school to vote. That was my voting place.
Oh,
After
you
Yes,
graduated.
after I graduated.
Yeah.
I went back to my primary school.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you must have felt like an adult.
Yes, I felt weird. I went with my mom
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, I can actually do something. Because until then, I was just always just follow her and I wait outside
Yeah.
and all that. And I actually could stamp
Wow.
with my own thing.
I'm participating in
Yes.
society. Great stuff. Thanks for letting us know. We had a few messages. We had Beninem saying, I voted 9 years ago in my college days for the presidential elections. It was the first one in the Philippines. 9 years. Wow, 9 years of voting. That's really cool. I suppose it only happens once every few years.
I did in Australia as well. It has a few, it has a few steps because you have to register early.
Okay. So you have to do by mail and stuff.
Yeah, do mail like a few weeks ago.
Fair enough. All right, anyway, this is Busan Times where we talk about things happening around the city. What are we talking about today?
So first, we're talking about what everyone's talking about, election.
Of course.
So as a 4 p.m. nationwide, 71.5% of eligible voters had cast their ballot, over 31.7 million out of 44.3 million people. In Busan, the turnout reached 69%, showing that the city is keeping pace with the national momentum.
Yeah.
So if you're heading to the polls later today, here's a quick and essential guide to make sure you're ready.
Okay.
So first one, you must go to the polling stations assigned to your resident registration address. Voting is open to 8 p.m. Even if you arrive at 7:59 p.m., you'll still be allowed to vote. Just make sure you get a numbered ticket before closing. And what to bring? You must bring a valid photo ID. Acceptable forms include 주민등록증, resident registration card, 복지 card, driver's license, student ID, passport. Any other photo ID issued by government office or public institution is also acceptable.
Okay, that's great. So a lot of things that you can take to prove who you are.
Yes.
And don't forget, if you're using a mobile ID, like a digital certificate in Neiteng wallet or Kateng wallet or the Peteng wallet, there's one important rule, right?
Yes, screenshot images are not allowed. You need to open the actual app and show the live verification screen. Election staff must be able to see the app being launched to confirm authenticity.
Okay, are there any things to avoid?
There are a few things to avoid. So first of all, don't wear or carry anything showing political party symbols.
Oh, really?
Candidate names or slogans.
So you got to go in looking totally neutral. As not to influence
like myself
anyone.
Today.
Yeah, I would have no idea who you would vote for with that.
And second, don't talk about candidates or politics within 100 meters of the polling stations. So obviously, absolutely no photography inside a voting area. You can take 인증샷 per photos outside the station, but keep it respectful.
I hear someone was it arrested?
Yes.
For doing that the other day?
Doing a video.
Yeah. I guess.
For their voting.
I mean, I guess you do want to show, look, I did my voting.
They were foreigners, but still.
Okay, so be smart, guys. So it sounds simple enough, and honestly, voting only takes a few minutes, unless you happen to be in one of the more popular polling stations with a very long line.
Exactly, and that brings us to some of the more colorful stories from around the city today.
Okay.
Let's talk about some unique polling places. Across Busan, over 900 polling stations are in operation today, and while most are in schools or community centers, some voters are casting their ballots in wrestling gyms, art galleries, even former martial arts studios.
I guess that helps when you inevitably fight someone at the polling booth. You're ready.
You're ready to
dojo. Right. So that's correct. In Suyeonggu district, voters lined up outside a wrestling gym that had been converted into a polling station. Now, once inside, they found voting booths placed right on top of the mats, usually used for training. It's quite a striking image.
Yeah, and on the wall behind the booth, a big banner that read 중요한 건 꺾이지 않는 마음. What matters is an unbreakable will. One voter said it felt like the perfect quote for such a meaningful moment.
Yeah, and another voter said the scene reminded him of the election itself. Just like wrestlers grappling for a position, candidates grapple for support throughout this intense campaign. But in the end, it's the people who decide with each vote.
Yes. And let's highlight some of the voices we've heard from polling stations today. A 50-year-old self-employed voter from Busan Jingu district said he's hoping for an administration that will revive the struggling economy, especially for small business owners. And another voter in her 60s wished for a president who would follow through on promises and ease the tax burden on everyday citizens. One young voter in her 20s said she hoped hoped for housing prices to stabilize so that the next generation wouldn't be so anxious about their futures.
And it wasn't just younger folks. An 83-year-old man in Pukgu came all the way to his polling station using, I guess, a walker, or I think in England we call them Zoomer frames.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
walkies.
like the four-legged things.
Yeah.
Walkies. Interesting. And that's really cool, that dedication. And even though it was physically difficult, he wanted to vote for a leader who could unite a divided country, he said.
That really shows the power of one vote. These aren't just check marks on paper. They're hopes, concerns, and demands for a better tomorrow.
For sure. You know, we all have different, political beliefs and what we think is right and ethical. In today's world, you just look on the internet, everything is just divided. Everyone's at each other's throats. So exactly, in this 방송, no matter what side you're on, just keep it neutral and friendly, right? We don't need to know that about. I don't want to know about your political beliefs. Okay, now let's move on to our next story.
Yes, now from civic duty to civic recognition. Busan City has officially opened nominations for the 17th Busan Metropolitan City Social Contribution Award.
I always like this one. It's the award that highlights people doing good quietly in their communities, right?
Exactly. It celebrates individuals, organizations, or companies that have made a real difference, whether that's through volunteering, service, or financial support.
And there are categories, right? Not just one type of giving.
Yes, there are 3 categories. First one is sharing. 나눔 is for material or financial donations. Second one is serving. 섬김 recognizes personal effort and time. And the last one, and giving. 배품 is for those who do both, contributing resources and volunteering their time.
And that sounds fair. Different ways to give, but all worth honoring.
Totally. 2 people or groups will be chosen from each category, making a total of 6 awardees. And the benefits include things like free public parking, an honorary symbol, and for companies, priority support as an outstanding business leader.
That's a nice incentive, not to mention the pride that comes with it.
Submissions are open from yesterday, June 2nd to July 18th, and it's open to anyone who contributed to the local community as of May 31st this year. You can download the form from Busan government website and submit it by post or in person to City Hall's Welfare Policy Division.
Okay, great. And if someone has any questions?
They can call 051 888 3147 for help. If you know someone who's been quietly helping others, this is your chance to make sure their story gets told.
Great stuff. All right, let's move on to our third segment. This is about a bit of dance.
Yes, artistic passion.
Yeah.
The 21st Busan International Dance Festival kicks off tomorrow, June 4th, and runs until June 8th. It's one of the city's biggest cultural showcases, and this year it's packed with energy.
Brilliant stuff. So remind me, how global is it this year?
Over 30 troops from 9 countries, including France, Hungary, Japan, Singapore, Argentina, and more. And the venues are spread across the city, Busan Cinema Center, Haeundae Beach, Gangalli, and even Suyang Historical Park.
A real citywide celebration.
Exactly. And the big highlight, the opening night gala on June 5th, where the Hungarian Szeged Contemporary Ballet will perform the full version of Carmina Burana at the Cinema Center's Sky Theatre.
That's a dramatic one, isn't it?
Very. It's based on Karl Orff's powerful cantata and paired with bold, modern choreography. The company has performed it over 400 times globally, and it's always a showstopper.
This sounds like something I think you'd remember for a long time.
Definitely, and that's just the beginning. There's also a France-Korea collaboration called No Matter, premiering here before heading to Cannes later this year. It's part of a global culture exchange program.
So Busan's not just watching world-class art, they're also contributing to it too.
Definitely. Plus, the festival includes street dance, folk performances, modern dance, and classical ballet, even open ballet workshops where the public can learn from international artists.
Brilliant stuff, especially for students and young dancers.
Yes, and many of the outdoor performances are free. You can get all the event details, show times, and ticket info at www.bidf.kr or call 051 868 7881.
Great stuff. So whether you're into classical, street, or something in between. Oh, speaking of dance, Australia, the ray gun. do you have this sense of like shame whenever you see that? That was, you know what? I love the Olympics because of that. I thought it was great.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, and breakdancing is such a cool sport.
Yes.
It deserves a bit more recognition, I think. Better recognition.
Way more.
For sure. But anyway, yeah, there's something for everyone, it seems.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, I had to bring that up. I forgot you're Australian.
I was nervous if you're going to bring it up.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Claire, thank you so much for this. We did have a message, actually. You know, today we're talking about first 투표 memories, right?
Yeah.
Horatio님 said, 초등학교 시절 반장 후보에 올랐는데 제가 저한테 투표했는 거 기억납니다. 그러나 떨어졌습니다라고 하셨어요. Hey, that's karma for voting for yourself, my friend. Did you ever go up for any elections in school?
Oh, I went every year.
Did you win one?
Every year.
You won? You were the president in class president?
Class president.
Really?
Not the school one.
Wow, that's so cool. Everyone, you were popular then, I guess.
I remember I wrote the whole night about my speech.
Really?
And it stuck in my pocket. And I couldn't find it on the election day. I keep finding, and then I found it. I just like, okay, I'll just wing it.
And you winged it and you won?
I won.
Wow. Who knows? We might see Claire running for Korea presidency someday.
No more.
Claire,
classroom.
Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Not a problem. Happy voting day.
All right, so we're going to take a song break. Don't go anywhere. This is Better Than Gold by NCT Dream.
따라왔잖니 Baby you got 최고의 날이 눈앞에
Yeah, 눈앞에
This is real
Baby this is real
온순간 니에게 향하게
Yeah, bass on 마치 들어도 손 내가 따라내 touch 보고 say no working 나를 찾으라고 해 go color no I don't care 지금 함께 가는 게 중요해 Everyday so fast
오늘이 지나면
오지 않아 leave one Only once
맘 향하는 길도 never miss it Make it real baby Yeah, yeah
Cash, 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 cash Someday we vanish, vanish
Cause 이 순간을 즐겨 Every Monday
Let's play
Every Tuesday
We dance
Wednesday we 끝까지 선물해줄게 하지 않는 지금보다 빛나 Better, 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 better than Go, oh, 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 go, oh, 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 shining Go, oh, 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 I know it, you know it, yeah Go, oh, 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 go, oh, oh, oh,
Let 'em know
이 순간이 지나면 돌릴 수 없어 It's better, better, better than Go
Baby, are you ready? 머물리게 볼륨 up Bass, drum, beating 참을 수도 없이 커져가 오늘 하루는
경정야제 지금부터 시작된 축제에 원한다면 열어줄게 everyday
You're my VIP, yeah, 1, 2, 3
Champagne
High five, 네가 스타 영예와 Cash, 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 cash Come never vanish, vanish
Cause 이 순간을 즐겨 Every Monday
Let's play
Every Tuesday
We dance
Wednesday we
Till dawn
유성인처럼 쏟아진 불빛을 담아 선물해줄게 널 맞이 않는 지금보다 빛나 It's better, better, better than 나 You 오늘 하루를 la 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 또 la 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 함께 있는 이 순간
Yeah, 바로 지금
전부 glitter and the gold
Baby are you ready let's go Hey fellas hey every day we gon' play
영원히 빛날 별빛 조명 안에
Oh baby
Hey fellas hey every day we gon' play
찬란히 반짝이는 너 Every Monday
Let's play
Every Tuesday
We dance
Wednesday we Every second
This might be the most commonly exchanged phrase today. Did you vote? To vote is to exercise the right as a citizen. It's something money can't buy, and no one can force others to do. Then, at what age do people receive this precious right to vote in Korea? In Korea, after the revision of the election law in 2019, individuals who are 18 years old and have had their birthday are allowed to vote. In this election, anyone born on or before June 4, 2007 is eligible to vote. According to the Ministry of Education, 192,439 high school students are eligible voters in this year's 21st presidential election, which is 42.3% of all third graders of a high school. This is the fourth election in which 18-year-olds can participate. While there's excitement and anticipation for this first ever right to vote, the actual turnout among 18-year-olds has been relatively low. Except for the 21st National Assembly election, where they voted for the first time, the voter turnout among 18-year-olds has been lower than the overall average. Especially this time, with a major mock exam scheduled for the day after the election, the turnout is expected to be even lower. Still, by casting even a single vote, we learn the importance, meaning, and great power of elections. So, did you vote today? That's right, today is all about voting, and today's text topic is 나의 첫 투표에 대한 기억은 무엇이었고 그리고 언제였나요? Let me know when and what your first voting experience is. We've got a few messages coming in. Benny Nim said he's voted in 2 presidential elections in the Philippines, which is very interesting. I guess in the 9 years. Juliet Nim said 첫 투표를 어떻게 기억하죠? 아예 기억이 안 나요. 대학생 때 아무 생각 없이 너무 놀았나 봐요. Hey, I'm guilty of that too. When I was a university student, I didn't really think about politics. I maybe should have done because a lot of my friends were into it. I just wasn't really my thing. But as I got older, then of course I started caring a bit more about the state of my country. All right, we've got more. Also, Juliet Nim says, 고생들 많으십니다. 선거 날에 방송해 주셔서 감사합니다. Hey, it's my pleasure. I'm not allowed to vote anyway, as I'm not a Korean citizen, so I'm happy to be here. But we should be thanking Ang PD. Thank you for coming in on your voting day and working here. We've also got more people telling us about their first experience. 인류의 충전소님, welcome to the show, saying 제 첫 투표는 제가 군대에 있을 때였어요. 25년 전. Wow, so that you remember that? I guess you would remember it if it's in the army. Then you would have, I don't know what the process would be. I'm sure you've got to do it in some official army base and send it over. We have 이름님 as well. Good to see you, 이름님, after a long while, saying 요새 풀타임이라서 못 듣다가 오늘 노니까 왔어요. That's awesome that you're working hard. That's great. And it's good to see you on your day off. If you're working full-time, I understand if you can't come because the show is 4 to 6, so it's unavailable for a lot of people. But I appreciate you using your day off to come and hang with us. Welcome. It's good to see you again. 이름님. 소희님 says, 첫 투표 잊을래야 잊을 수 없는 기억이시겠어요. For sure. And welcome to the show, 소희님 as well. Fantastic to see you. I hope you exercised your right to vote. We have 고수님 saying, 저는 고등학생 때 학습부장과 부반장 제가 하겠다고 독재를 해서 뽑혔어요. 예. 그래서 저는 대통령은 안 하겠습니다. We'll let you pass on that. We'll give you a pass. You don't have to run for it. And then people saying in the comments, I guess you're too handsome. 고수님은 대통령 하시기에는 너무 잘생겨서 안 돼요. 인류의 충전소님 said that. Totally agree. And then people are saying, and then Rarationim says, do you have to be ugly to run for the presidential election? I don't think so. If you look at the French president, Macron, he's a good-looking guy. Justin Trudeau, he's a good-looking guy, right? You've got good-looking people as leaders, I think. I don't think you have to be not so good-looking to become a president. That's a good one. Juliet says, you've got to be humble. That's a good, I think to be president, well, at least in some countries, you have to be humble. Anyway, enough of that talk. Coming up next, we have Yurian coming into the studio, so don't go anywhere. Before that, we'll take a song break. This is Igloo by Kiss of Life.
I'm a bugaboo word. Mini skirt, pretty pink what you heard, but it's never what you think. Trust. I could think you're like a villain, little sweet, a little bitter. Like I like the seven figure out because I can't melt on ego, yeah, cause I'm so dang I got everything, yeah, that you're feeling for. Throwing some cash in that body, throwing some cash, make 'em put in that work. Whether it rain or it's sunny, best believe I keep on running back. Bathroom perfume, Kodak on the light, slipping on my short dress, no he like that. FaceTime on the regular, in the night wanna see what's up. You know this ain't regular, got the A1 in the schedule. I could think you're like a villain, little sweet, a little bitter. Looking like a seven figure because I can't melt on ego, yeah, cause I'm so dang I got everything, yeah, that you're feeling for. Heart attack, IV when I walk the street. Vitamins, that D, I'm good, I'm healthy. Every summer I come out, make them disappear like clouds. To me it's another year, to you it's all you worry about. Yeah, white tip it's all summer, I make him go dumb-dumb. He doubled down on that text, says that I'm the only one. Yeah, I'll make him lose his cool, yeah, I'll make him go. I can't melt an ego, yeah, cause I'm so dang I got everything, yeah, that you're feeling for.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 4:42 in the afternoon, and joining me with much taller than me today, not looking at the screen. Why am I so short on the YouTube screen? I look like a baby. Make me bigger. Make me bigger. There we go. Make me same size. No, not that big. Make me same size.
Yes, bigger face.
Hello,
face.
child. Welcome to the show. Good to see you, Yurian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
You doing good?
I'm doing good.
Did you vote today?
I did. I went very early in the morning to beat the crowd.
Everyone's going so.
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah. Like as soon as I woke up, I was like, I don't want to be in line.
Okay.
So.
The question of the day is, when was your first experience or memory of voting? 첫 투표에 대한 기억.
Very bad one. Can I talk about my school?
Yeah, people are. Yeah.
So when I was in elementary school, like 4th grade, I was pressured by my Korean teacher. I went to school in Korea. To go for 전교 부회장 back then. To run for it, vice president of the whole school.
Yeah.
And the only reason why she made me do it because I went to the U.S. before and I was able to speak English. So she told me I should do like a lecture in English. And then she told me the students will think you are so like wonderful that you will get the vote. Yeah. And like being so innocent and not knowing, I did it. And everyone was like, I could still remember the faces of all my co-students. They were just like, 뭐라는 거야, 쟤? 쟤왜 저래?
잘났어.
나는 그 잘난 척한 게 아니라 시켜서 한 건데.
You were forced to do it. Yeah.
And then I voted for myself because that was how unconfident I was about
You voted for
myself.
yourself. Same as Rorration.
한 표라도 받고 싶어가지고 근데 떨어졌어요. 무참하게.
The other person must have been really good.
그냥 바보 같았던 거 같아. 굳이 왜 영어를 하는지 모르겠어.
You were forced into it, but there you go.
But
anyway,
that was my memory.
Okay, today we're talking about this or that. We're doing a little bit of a debate.
Yes.
Juliet Nim calling me boss baby because I look like, and Janine's like, baby. Yeah, I definitely do look like a baby. And I did shave today as well, so I'm even more baby faced.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
you
I had a haircut.
Shave usually?
I not every couple of days.
Oh, I see.
But then I cut my hair as well.
You do look younger though today.
Thank you very much. Thank you. What age would you say? Don't say anything. All right, let's move on. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Busan subway versus bus. So which team are you on? Which do you prefer? But I feel like this is more like we don't really choose whether we want to take the subway or the bus. It's wherever you go.
Right.
If the subway is more convenient, you take the
wherever you
subway.
live.
Oh, right. But still, I thought worth talking about because one thing interesting that I found while I was doing the research was you would think people living in Busan would use subway much more than bus, but it's quite similar. The
Really?
proportion, right?
Well,
Almost same.
There are a lot of buses going around. I used to live in Busan for a while, and because there's no subway system, buses were just everywhere. Which was
In
great.
Busan. Oh, I see.
But even in Busan, I would say the amount of buses I see around is pretty similar. And you've got the big subway underground system there.
Right.
For me, if I live in Yeoksaekwon area, then I take the subway a bit more. Because sometimes I get like molmi.
From the bus.
From the bus.
Oh, I see.
So I can't use my phone or anything.
Oh, I see.
But if it's a nice day, I don't want to go underground.
Me too.
So just stare out the window.
If I'm just in that mood to, take in the scenery, I'm on team bus.
윤리와의 중년선임 says 울산은 고래 타고 다니는데. I did go to the 고래 축제 a couple of
고래
times.
타운 맞잖아요.
Yeah, it is.
울산에
It's
고래
their
박물관도
symbol.
가봤고.
Yeah, it's the 고래 축제 was a lot of fun.
Oh,
It
I
was.
see.
Yeah. Anyway, so
So we're going to talk about subway, bus. If our listeners, if you're taking the bus or the subway, as you're listening, you can just pitch into the conversation inside. Tell us which one you prefer and why.
Okay.
So just to first talk about Busan subway, it basically connects commuters from residential neighborhoods to downtown hubs like Seomyeon, Haeundae, and Nampo. They're the busiest downtown areas. And so like I said, but did you know? Have you taken the 경전철 before? 경전철. What is that in English? It's like
the overrail.
The subway that's not underground.
The overrail, yeah. The one
Overrail, yes.
The overground
recently, I took the overrail from Kimhae Airport.
That's the 동해선, right?
아니에요. 이름이 부산 김해 경전철이던데.
Ah, the one that goes to the airport?
Yeah, the airport to
the light rail transit or something. Yeah, I've taken that.
The view is so nice.
It's great.
Because it looks over the Kimhae, the
사상.
사상 area.
생태공원.
맞아요. 거기 너무 예쁜 거예요.
It's really nice.
With the right amount of music, and you're just sitting on it's like a scene from a movie.
For sure. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I take that basically, if I don't take the car, every time I go to 김해공항.
Oh, you take it?
I'll go there.
I would take it purposely from now on, I think, because that's how great the view was.
Yeah. Actually, even when you're under, so I like to go to that 생태공원 sometimes. Even from under it, just when you see the rail go over, it looks really cool.
Oh, it looks
very
nice.
futuristic looking and cool.
Oh.
Now,
yes.
Are you you did actually mention before we started, but you're a car person.
I am a car person.
Yeah. So I guess before a car, you used to take public transportation a lot. I really like public transportation, but ever since getting a car, it's easier just to take it sometimes, especially on a weekend if you go on a day out.
Right.
Sometimes you don't want to get the subway with a load of people or get the bus and feel like 멸치 kind of.
I know.
Right?
And if it's like rush hour, it's the worst.
Yeah.
And during the summer, rush hour,
Yeah.
bus or subway can be the worst.
So what would you say are the pros and cons of each?
Well, the pros are if you're not, for rush hours, I think both could be pretty bad. But the pros for bus, I would prefer bus over subway if I could choose.
Yeah.
Because again, of the scenic view and then the quality of air is better.
Right.
Me being sensitive about that.
That's true.
And
you know what though, actually, the normal 지하철, it goes overground. When you get to like 동네 area and you go towards like 부산외대, it goes overground just for a little bit.
Yes.
And then back down towards
Back
Norpoldon.
down.
That brief moment is so nice. You're
It's
like,
so
whoa,
beautiful.
Like, that light, it was burning me, but it's great.
So when I have my earphones on in the subway, when I used to live in Seoul, it would go underground and overground like
Right.
왔다 갔다.
Over a bridge as well sometimes.
Over
in
bridges,
Seoul.
right? And it's quite nice.
Yeah.
And if it's underground, I'm just like listening to whatever music. And then if I go up and I see the view of the city life, I have to turn on a really good music to really enjoy the view and
Right.
be in that moment,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But anyway, did you know Busan buses got renovation? Their wrapping is all redesigned.
I've seen that, and
And it's still on continuation.
That's really cool. Every year I've been here for over 10 years now, I see like minuscule upgrades every now and then.
Right.
Like recently they changed the lights on the front from like blocky yellow to kind of more high definition white.
Oh, I see.
That looks very pleasant to the eye.
Oh, really? They're actually changing the whole look. It's called like the Big Bus Project. They launched last year. And basically, the big bus, the big stands for Busan is good, B-I-G. And it's just part of the city's vision to make public transit not just functional, but also, pleasant to the eye, like you just mentioned. And basically, they have two new colors. Blue is for the regular buses, the clean, smart, eco-friendly kind of theme.
Yeah.
And pink is for the express seat buses, the ones that go faster. And so they're more of like this warm and inclusive vibe, and they have like all these new signage, like route maps and guides that's all been redesigned for clarity.
That's really cool.
Being on, displayed in the buses as well. And this I did not know, but I did notice recently that there's a lot of construction going on for new bus lanes that's like right in the middle of the street. Have you noticed? They've been doing it here in Haeundae as well.
That's great.
And downtown. But apparently that's for the BRT, which is the Busan's Express Bus Network.
Okay.
The BRT stands for Bus Rapid Transit System. And so basically they have 4 major corridors, 서면 to 사하, 서면 to 중무, 내성 to 장산. So these lines are so fast that it's almost, they say the time is similar to subway.
Wait, it's fast because they just put the pedal to the metal, or it's just a dedicated lane?
Fast because they actually do travel about 6.6 kilometers per hour faster on average.
Ooh, I hope they're good drivers.
I think they're allowed to because these new lanes are separated from regular traffic.
Yeah.
And they're, again, like often in the center of the road.
Okay.
So that allows them to be able to drive that much faster. And even during the busy traffic times, if you take these special BRT buses, they're known to be very consistent with arrival times, like always within 1.5 minutes of schedule, which is quite nice, right?
Even if it wasn't 1.5 minutes, generally Korea, and I think a lot of...
They're so accurate, right?
Usually a lot of East Asian countries are very good with timings, with trains. Korea, Japan, even China are very well known for keeping their time.
Exactly.
It just reminds me of I was in London last year just for a week. And waiting for the subway. It was overground, but it was like 45 minutes late. And they don't apologize. They say, this train is delayed by 45 minutes. Just waiting in the cold, just wait. And everyone, thing is, they're looking around, all the British people.
None of them are angry, right?
Yeah, it's just, this is life. This is life.
Same story when I lived in New York City. I would take the subway to the airport, and in the middle of nowhere, like I feel like it was like somewhere like Harlem. They were just like, okay, everyone just get off because due to technical problems, we are just stopping now.
Man.
And then I would just freak out because I have to catch an airplane and I'm in the middle of nowhere.
If that happened in Korea, which doesn't, there would be huge apologies, refunds, and things like that.
So I did notice a lot of foreigner friends when they come to Korea, the first thing they mention is the public transportation, how accurate they are with the time and how clean it is, right?
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. We had 만학도 영어 냄새. 안녕하세요. 저는 멀리 갈 때는 지하철, 가까운 곳을 갈 때는 버스를 이용해요. And then Rurationim said, 한국에서는 상상할 수 없는 일이죠. Like being late, I guess.
Yes.
Bennynim saying he would pick the bus as well. I think when it comes to Korea, I would choose the 지하철. If I had to choose one, and only one,
is it because of the time efficiency? Or?
Time efficiency, how simple it is. It's quite
and then
modern.
멀미 없고, 그죠?
If it was in England, it would probably be the bus. Because the buses are usually like 2층 bus 있잖아요. Like double deckers. It's nice views, good architecture everywhere. Yeah. But the underground system in England is so archaic. It's the oldest subway in the world.
Oh,
it's 170.
It's called a loop.
Tube.
Tube.
The tube, the underground. But it's so old There are no barriers.
I have
Wi-Fi
a question.
though,
Why are their ceilings so low?
Because it was built like
English
160
people are
years ago.
so tall. I feel like they're always like scrunching down when they get into the door.
The tubes, the holes have already been made 160 years ago. We can't expand it.
Why.
And you have to go down so far. I mean, you'd be safe in a nuclear war. You have to go down so far. But apart from that, it's quite inconvenient.
Oh, I see. Interesting facts.
Anyway, this has been quite a riveting conversation.
Oh, yes.
Vivian.
I didn't know we would use up so much time so fast, but
For sure.
interesting.
Always a pleasure having a bit of chit-chat, and I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everyone. The time is now 4:55 in the afternoon. We're going to wrap up the first half here, but make sure you don't go anywhere, because in the second half, we've got Steve, our health guardian, coming up, as well as Quizmaster. Lots of the good stuff. I'll see you very soon.
1, 2, 3, 4.
BEFM 부산영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
From Busan to the world, feel the power of Korean culture. Now, Busan is ready to play a song that will touch hearts around the world together with global fans. 문화와 바다가 만나는 도시 부산. 열정과 희망이 가득한 글로벌 관광 허브 도시 부산. 글로벌 K-pop 팬들이 하나 되는 축제 부산 원아시아 페스티벌. 한류 콘텐츠의 심장이 부산에서 뜁니다. The place where the Korean wave begins. A cultural hub blending tradition and innovation. 늘 새롭고 머물고 싶고 다시 찾고 싶은 도시 부산. Play, work, live, 부산. 이 캠페인은 부산의 관광 가치를 창조하는 글로벌 플랫폼 부산관광공사와 함께합니다.
Let's get some fresh air. What's going on? Why can't I see anything?
It's the yellow dust. You have to close the window. Hey, I know what will improve your eyesight. Look at more beautiful things. Like me.
Can you tell me what I actually need to do during yellow dust days?
Fine. Here are your guidelines for days with yellow dust. First, check your windows to make sure the yellow dust can't get inside. Turn on the air purifier. Second, refrain from outside activities if possible. If you do go out, wear a mask. When you get home, thoroughly wash your hands and feet. Third, fully wash any fruits or vegetables that have been exposed to yellow dust. And last of all, get plenty of water. Keep up to date on weather forecasts for the latest yellow dust information.
This campaign was brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
오늘은 6월 3일 제21대 대통령 선거날입니다. 어느 때보다도 신중한 마음으로 투표하셨을 텐데요. 생애 첫 투표를 할 수 있는 학생 유권자도 20만 명 가까이 된다고 합니다. 오늘은 생애 첫 투표를 한 학생 유권자분과 이야기 나눠보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 인사 부탁드립니다.
네, 저는 대연 5동에 살고 있는 2007년생 김주영이라고 합니다.
네, 올해 첫 투표를 하신 거죠. 투표를 하신 기분 좀 어떠신가요?
많이 떨리고 긴장도 했는데 또 나름 재미도 있었습니다.
네, 투표를 안 해보시다 해보시면 들어가는 긴장감부터 투표를 찍을 때까지 실수하지 않으려는 그 마음이 또 새로운 경험이 되기도 하는 것 같습니다. 혹시 실수할까봐 떨리진 않으셨어요?
네, 좀 떨리긴 했어도 실수 없이 잘 마무리한 것 같습니다.
투표를 처음 하신 거다 보니까 투표하는 방법을 미리 좀 알아보고 오셨는지도 궁금해요.
네, 저는 유튜브 같은 걸로 찾아도 보고 또 학교 선생님이 또 몇 마디 해주셔서 그것도 참고해서 잘 투표했습니다.
우리나라 대통령을 뽑는 데 참여를 하신 것이잖아요. 어떤 기준으로 투표를 하셨을까요?
저는 대선 토론 방송을 보고 투표를 했는데 제가 많은 건 잘 몰라도 또 많이 챙겨보다 보니 어떤 후보를 뽑아야 될지 좀 확신이 선 것 같아서 그 후보로 뽑은 것 같습니다.
여러 가지 공약들을 보셨을 텐데요. 혹시나 기억에 남는 공약이 있으실까요?
제가 지금 긴장을 해서 잘 기억은 나지 않는데 현실적인 공약을 보고 잘 뽑은 것 같습니다.
현실적으로 실현이 가능한 공약이 어떤 것인지 생각을 해보시고 그분에게 투표를 하신 것 같아요. 투표장으로 오셔서 꼭 투표를 해야겠다라고 생각하신 이유가 있으실까요?
저희 부모님이 투표권은 항상 중요하다고 말씀을 해주셔서 저도 투표를 하러 오게 된 것 같습니다. 우리가 살아갈 미래니까 우리가 투표하는 게 좋을 것 같아서.
네, 너무나 멋진 부모님을 두신 것 같습니다. 부모님께 한마디 하신다면요?
엄마 아빠 사랑합니다.
오, 라디오 들으실 것 같아요. 혹시 첫 투표를 하게 될 우리 친구분들과는 이야기를 좀 많이 나눠보셨을까요?
네, 많이 나눠봤습니다.
친구들이 얼마나 많이 투표를 하실 것 같나요?
생일이 지난 친구들은 다 할 것 같습니다.
네, 첫 투표를 하셨습니다. 그리고 이제 마찬가지로 첫 투표를 하시게 될 청소년분들이 있으실 것 같은데요. 아직까지 투표를 하지 못하신 유권자분들께 한마디 부탁드리겠습니다.
저희 나라 미래를 결정하는 일이니까 다 같이 투표장에 와서 투표를 하는 게 좋을 것 같습니다.
이 말을 듣고 달려오시는 분도 있으실 것 같다는 생각이 들어요. 내가 바라는 대통령은 어떤 대통령일까요? 어떤 대통령이 우리나라의 대통령이 됐으면 좋겠다라고 생각하세요?
3가지 정도가 있는데 첫 번째는 국민을 우선시하는 대통령이 됐으면 좋겠고, 두 번째는 정직한 대통령이 됐으면 좋겠고, 세 번째는 저희 나라 경제를 살려주는 대통령이 됐으면 좋겠습니다.
사실 말씀하신 3가지만 잘 해주셔도 최고의 대통령이 되지 않을까 저도 정말 공감을 합니다. 자, 이제 몇 시간 뒤면 당선자가 발표가 될 겁니다. 21대 대통령에게 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
대통령님 축하드립니다. 우리나라를 위해서 많이 힘써주시고 정직하게 대통령직을 수행하셨으면 좋겠습니다. 파이팅!
와, 너무 좋습니다. 힘이 나실 것 같습니다. 자, 이제 저희가 영어 방송이잖아요. 지금 이 순간 떠오르는 영어 한마디가 있을까요?
저스티스가 떠오릅니다.
오, 저스티스 뜻은요?
정의입니다.
네, 지금 투표와 너무나 연관된 중요한 말씀 해주셨는데요. 우리 선택해주신 정의라는 단어처럼 정의로운 대한민국이 되기를 저도 함께 바라보겠습니다. 이번 대선은 보궐선거인 만큼 투표 종료가 2시간 늦춰진 8시까지입니다. 참고하셔서 꼭 투표하시면 좋겠습니다. 여러분이 원하는 대통령은 어떤 대통령인가요? 공정투표의 결과를 함께 기다립니다.
Thank you, Summer, for bringing us today's On the Mic. And like we were talking a bit earlier, we were talking about, the young voters freshly being able to vote. And we have here on the line Kim Ju-young, who is a student who cast their very first vote in Daeyeon-dong. And although Ju-young felt a bit nervous about voting for the first time, they were well prepared thanks to their teacher's advice and some practice as well. Now, he was asked why he felt voting was important, and he said it was because his parents had always emphasized the importance of participating in elections. And he shared the message, I hope the president will put the people first and revitalize the economy. I know economics is a huge factor into why people might choose a president. The English word they chose to represent their hope is justice as well. So Kim Ju-young, thank you very much for sharing your story, and it's really inspirational to hear you speak about your passion for voting and the future of the country. So thank you very much. Now, Raration님 also saying 김주영 학생 첫 투표 축하드립니다. Congratulations to my friend. Thank you for that, Raration님. We also had 조현철님 messaging about their first experience. They said 저는 군대에 있을 때였는데 무슨 투표였는지 기억이 가물가물하네요. So it was quite a while ago, I guess. That's fair enough. You've probably voted for a lot of things in that time. So no worries, as long as you keep voting now, of course. That is today's text topic today, by the way. Today's text topic is, when was and what was your first voting experience? 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요, 나의 첫 투표에 대한 기억은 무엇이었나요? 그리고 언제였나요? Let me know to pound 9050, sharp 9050 to cost you 101, KakaoTalk message or a YouTube live comment. So, let me know. Now, coming up next, there is another opportunity for you to message in, win some prizes, and just have a bit of fun as well. A lot of you have the day off, so there's no reason not to participate and try and win some coffee. Now, don't go anywhere, because coming up next is Quizmaster. Before that, though, let's take a song break. This is Soulmate by Jiko.
젊음의 한복판에서 두 남녀가 사는 작은 섬 내게뿐이 여긴 날씨고 새빨간 열매가 열렸어
조금 낯설었던 맞은편 이제 내가 제일 아끼는 곳 나오기 싫은 이 부자리 같아
대체 왜 너여야만 했는지 내일 다른 이유를 말해줄게
현재를 알아보지 못해도 테두리를 함께 그릴 사람
우리 기다렸지 안녕 나의 soulmate 모든 게 너다워져서 투명한 베드에 묶여 한시 따위 이곳을 못한 너
I found some keys for you. 이 스토커를 찾아 큰 소파에 누워 스푼 하나로 장난치며 먹는 아이스크림 yeah, 손을 포개고 춤을 춰다부터 아무런 반주 없이 말풍소리 가득한 둘만의 party 숨 쉴 때마다 향이 날 수 있어 잠에서 깨는 일도 신날 수 있어 일어나지 않는 일로 질투날 수 있어 어떻게 생각할 때 많지만 It's fine
These days 각자의 시계 꺼낸 채 아낌없이 노래할 손에
Yeah,
평생 근사한 날만 준대도 우리한테 돌아갈 맘뿐이야 오래 기다렸지 안녕 나의 soulmate 모든 게 너다워졌어 투명한 매듭에 묶여 한시 따위 이곳을 못 떠나 사루리라리루라
오늘 기다렸지 안녕 나의 soulmate 모든 게 너다워졌어 조명 한 매 뜨게 웃겨 한시 더위 곳을 못 졌나 사루리라리루루
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:11 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. Not just any Tuesday, a special Tuesday for the country. It is voting day, of course. Many people probably would have voted by now, but there are still just under 3 hours left because, of course, the polls close at 8 p.m. So if you haven't, you got your chance to go now. So right now, it is time for Quizmaster. This is where you have the opportunity to win a prize if you get the answer correct. Now, today's a special day, so we're going to do something a little bit special. Today, we have not one, but two quizzes. Two different quizzes, which means not one, but two prizes. So we're going to be having quiz 1 and then quiz 2 afterwards. So don't worry if you don't win the first one, because you'll have another opportunity to potentially win. 네, 오늘은 퀴즈가 2개 있습니다. So we're going to do 2 quizzes and there will be 2 prizes. So listen up. Remember, you can message in to pound 9050, sharp 9050, cost 201, Kakao Talk message or a YouTube live comment to answer. So, today is presidential election day, so we're going to have quizzes about elections. Okay? Julia님 already coming in saying 정답. 18세. Okay, all right. If you think you're guessing it already, just hold your horses just a minute. So, we're going to have 2 questions. Listen carefully. Try to get the answer. This is quiz number 1. 퀴즈 1번입니다. 다음 중 2025년 6월 3일에 열리는 대통령 선거에서 투표할 수 없는 사람은 누구인가요? Who is the type of person who cannot vote in the coming election? 1번 2000년 3월 3일생 2번 1980년 4월 4일생 3번 2005년 5월 5일생 4번 2007년 6월 6일생. So from these 4, who cannot vote? That's my stomach. I don't know. I guess I'm hungry. 다음 중 2025년 6월 3일에 열리는 대통령 선거에서 투표를 할 수 없는 사람은 누구인가요? 1번 2000년 3월 3일생 2번 1980년 4월 4일생 3번 2005년 5월 5일생 아니면 4번 2007년 6월 6일생. These are the 4 options. That's right, it's multiple choice. So you didn't, Julian, so you didn't have to just give any answer. You can choose from 1, 2, 3 or 4. So number 1 was the 3rd of March, year 2000. Number 2 was the 4th of April, the year 1980. Number 3 was the 5th of May, 2005. Or number 4 was the 6th of June, 2007. Send your answers to pound 9050, sharp 9050 to cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message or a YouTube live comment. Juliet Nim coming with 5번. Nick, correct. Well done. Yeah, I should be number 5 on there because I'm not allowed to vote. But still, I'll encourage you all to vote. We're going to take a song break and then we'll be back with the winner and another quiz. So don't go anywhere. This is Number 7 Britney by Chelsea Collins.
If I'm gonna break down, I'ma break down pretty. Yeah, I love myself, but I hate this city. Oh, why? I'm running out of crazy. Are you entertained? Yeah. Drown myself in champagne tears. Yeah, I know too much at 19 years. They took my soul as a souvenir, but the show goes on. Bleach blonde hair on the bathroom floor, 'cause I don't wanna be her no more, but they keep banging on the hotel door. So the show
left to my confidence, and I hold it high even though I'm spending. Surrounded by people building me up 10,000 feet just to watch me fall off. Even if you do, even if you don't, even if you will, even if you won't, but the show goes on. Yes, I'm gonna break down, I'ma break down pretty. I love myself, but I hate this city. Oh, why? I'm running out of crazy. Are you entertaining? If I'm gonna break down, I'ma break down pretty. All eyes on me like I'm 07 Britney. Oh, why? I'm running out of crazy. Are you entertaining? If I'm gonna break down, I'ma break down pretty, make the Holocene. Are you coming with me or why? I'm running out of crazy. Are you entertaining? If I'm gonna break down, I'ma break down pretty. I love myself, but I hate this city. Oh, why? I'm running out of crazy. Are you entertaining? If I'm gonna break down, I'ma break down pretty. All eyes on me like I'm 07 Britney. Oh, why? I'm running out of crazy. Are you entertaining?
Welcome back, everyone, to For Your Busan. It is now 5:18 in the afternoon, and we are in the middle of Quiz Master. Part 1, I've just asked you the first question, which is, who is not able to vote in Korea, from a list of 4 options? Obviously, as 인류의 충전소님 says, foreigners can't vote. Unless you're 영주권을 가지는 사람들이 지역 선거에 투표할 수 있는 것 같은데, but not for like the main big one, I don't think. But I don't have that visa anyway. So, and yeah, of course, saying 다들 퀴즈 맞출 생각은 1도 없으심. 놀릴 생각만 하고 나쁜 사람들. 감사합니다, 인류의 충전소님. But you're part of those person. 인류의 충전소님도 포함됐잖아요. So, you know what? I'm used to it. 익숙해졌습니다. I'm fine with it. Go ahead and make fun. I don't care. We do have a lot of people messaging in them. They say 4번. 소희님 saying 4번. We also have 멜리님 saying 4번. And then we also have 만학도영님 saying 4번. SJ Lovesinim, I'm going to assume that's SJuicy님 saying 4번. Also, we have 조현철님 saying 4번이요. 제일 젊어서 투표 못하는 것 같은데요. 그 투표 못해도 그 나이가 되고 싶네요. Yeah, maybe that's a good trade-off. You know, to be young again without the right to vote. Yeah, I think that would be quite nice. I'd like to be young, even if I couldn't vote, right? Let's have a look here. We have people saying that I'm quite young. I'm not that young. 소희님 saying that 2008년생이라서 투표 못하죠. Yeah, for sure. My skin is so young and, you know, 뽀송해. You know, it's... No, I'm not. I wish I was that young. I think I'm double that age. Yeah, about double that age. Oh, that's scary. That is scary. Anyway, keep sending messages to me to #9050. No, that's it. That's the end of the first quiz, right? I'm confused. All right, quiz 1 is down. I'm going to reveal the winner. Well, I'm going to reveal the answer. 정답은요. 4번이었습니다. Not 5번, not 6번, 인류의 충전소님, not the green frog Nick. It is 4번 2007년 6월 6일생입니다. So there is an age. Now, due to the adjustment of voting age in 2019, as of June the 3rd, individuals born in 2007 who have already had their birthday can vote. So it must suck if you're like one day late. If you're like the 4th of June, that would be terrible. But next year. Okay. Anyway, all right. Let's move on to... Oh, wait, we've got to choose the winner. It's really confusing. All right. The winner of the first coffee coupon goes to... J 하트 CY님께 커피 쿠폰 한 잔 드리겠습니다. Yay! I'm going to call you S-Juicy님. S-Juicy님 축하드립니다. You get it. We also have 강성헌님 messaging in, getting the correct answer. Thank you. Lots of people doing that. All right then. All right. So that was quiz number 1. But don't worry, because quiz number 2 is here. And it's a difficult one. Honestly, I didn't know the answer. So good luck. All right. Quiz number 2 is here. You ready? 시작하겠습니다. Number 2. In political science, what is the term for a situation where a single voter or small group has the power to decide the outcome of a vote, especially in a closely divided decision? Can we get a translation? I don't even know what that means. 무슨 뜻이에요? I'll read it one more time in English. 작가님, 번역해 주세요. In political science, what is the term for a situation where a single voter or small group has the power to decide the outcome of a vote, especially in a closely divided situation? Okay, I think I understand. It's quite a mouthful, though. Okay, we'll wait for a translation to come in, but then I'll read the options just in case. A, gerrymandering. B, swing vote. C, casting vote. D, proportional representation. There you go. So A is gerrymandering. Never heard of that. B, swing vote. Okay. C, casting vote. D, proportional representation. Okay. All right. We've got a translation here. There's a lot of 한자 in there. Oh no. All right. I'm gonna not read the 한자. 결정권 의회에서 의견이 가부 동수가 나와서 찬반이 결정되지 않을 경우 의장이 가부결을 결정하는 권한. Still have no idea what that means, but okay, fair enough. That was the question. Okay. Do you understand the question, everyone? Do you understand the question? I hope you do. So that was it. I'll try and read it one more time. I don't know if I read that correctly. 결정권 의회에서 의결이 가부 동수가 나와 찬반이 결정되지 않을 경우 의장이 가부결을 결정하는 권한이란 뜻이래요. If you understood that. Yeah, honestly, I had no idea. I have no idea. I'm really bad at political terms, and I think this might be more American style. Yeah. 1, 2회 충전선의 모습에 한국말도 무슨 말인지 모르겠다. You and me both, brother. You and me both. All right, we've got some guesses coming in. We have Jenny Nim saying gerrymandering. Sounds like a name. We have Benny Nim saying 정답 B. 1, 2회 충전선님 saying 3번. 소희님 saying casting vote. Benny Nim changing to C. 만학도 영은의 모습 saying 정답 3번. 조현철님 saying 오 어렵네요. Yeah, I know it's really difficult. 강상헌님 saying 3번 casting vote요. 제리님 saying 모르겠다. Okay. 줄리님 saying 법학과 없으세요? I think you need it because I've heard of a couple of these. So good luck everyone. pound 9050 샵 9050 to cost you 101 Kakao Talk message or a YouTube live comment. We're going to listen to a song and then we will be back to reveal the answer and also the winner too. All right. We're going to listen to Maple Latte by Day 6.
아무 생각 없이 멍하다가도 어느샌가 문득 네가 떠올라 스쳤던 눈길 때문일까 괜시리 네가 자꾸만 신경 쓰여 있잖아 어쩌면 지는 듯해 우리 사이 Oh babe Maple latte 부드럽게 내 입가에 남아 나처럼
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. We're in the final moments of our second quiz of Busan Quizmaster. And I asked you a very complicated question, which was a little bit difficult, especially if you're not comfortable with political terminology. But our writer has sent us a kind of easier way to explain it. So the question is, in political science, what is the term for a situation where a single voter or a small group has the power to decide the outcome of a vote, especially in a closely divided decision? 네, 어떤 안건을 표결에 붙였을 때 찬성과 반대표 숫자가 같을 경우 의장이 행사하는 결정권 이란 뜻이래요. So there you go. A was gerrymandering, or is it gerrymandering? I don't know. B is swing vote. C is casting vote. D is proportional representation. Now, a lot of messages coming in. Lots of people were kind of unsure, but actually, 만학도 영은님 seems to know some of the terminology, saying 게리맨더링은요, 특정 후보에게 유리하도록 선거구를 정하는 거예요. Well, how do you know that? That's awesome. Is that a Korean word too? Steve, have you heard? Steve's in the room, by the way. Is gerrymandering a Korean word too? 게리맨더링.
I don't think so.
처음 들었어요. 영어로도 처음 들었어요.
I think like we can differentiate like 외래어.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 외래어. Fair enough. We had 조현철님 saying 다수결로 3인번인 것 같은데 따라가야겠네요. Yeah, go with the majority if you're unsure. A wise decision indeed. Any more votes? We have Melinim saying casting votes. Benny, what are you saying? Wrong. It's maple latte by day 6. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, day 6.
I said day 6, Benny Nim. Don't try and... I was correct today. Even if days is a unit of the band. I said day 6. I'm right on this one, Benny Nim. I swear I'm right on this one. Usually I'm wrong, but not today. All right. Anyway, we had a few messages coming in, but regardless, I'm going to tell you the answer. The answer to question number 2 was... C. Casting votes. 이 정답이었습니다. Yay. Well done, everyone. Lots of people kind of went with C. I'm very surprised. Now, the actual definition of gerrymandering in English, so it's pronounced gerrymandering, it defined in the context of representative electoral systems is the political manipulation of electoral district boundaries to advantage a party, group, or socio-economic class within the constituency. Now, this is a totally American term then, because I don't think this exists in England. Maybe it does. I'm just ignorant on the subject. Regardless, we have another prize to give away. We're going to give another coffee coupon to... 강상헌님께 드리겠습니다. 강상헌님 축하드립니다. You get the second coffee coupon of today. That was nice. That was quite... I like that. 2 different quizzes. It makes it feel like a game show. I like that. We should do this more often, I think, if we have extra coffee coupons to give away. Congratulations to the winners of today, and thank you for participating, everyone. If you didn't win today, remember, every day we have prizes and quizzes. Tomorrow is pizza day, so there's a lot to play for. Now, joining me next, because it is 5:32 now, is our health guardian in the studio. Some people are saying he has a red belt, taekwondo red belt. Did you... his cords. There you go, his 정기 코드. There we go. All right then, don't go anywhere. Steve's in the building.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
No, that's YMCA. Hold on.
I keep doing every day YMCA.
Hold on,
I don't know YMCA. I don't even know the YMCA, but welcome to the show, Steve.
I'm back. It's not YMCA. 국민체조였어요.
Maybe they both drew. Maybe YMCA got inspiration from the Korean 국민체조.
Ooh. Hold on. When did YMCA come out?
90s, I think.
90s?
But the 국민체조 was way before,
I think
right?
it's older, I guess. But like we got to fact check. But
Yeah.
I guess 국민체조 a bit older.
Yeah. So
YMCA is 후배.
So YMCA took inspiration from 국민체조. Maybe they did. I don't know. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I rode my bike today. So like I didn't know they're gonna like. This is not a belt. It's not. Like let me show you guys. This is not a belt.
Electrical cord.
No. Hold on. 전기 코드도 아닙니다.
수제 벨트인가요?
수제 벨트요.
It's cool. I think it's really cool.
Because I rode my bike today, like motorcycle.
Okay.
So it's my motorcycle pants. So that's why. Yeah, it's.
I like it. It's very unique.
It's this brand identity. So they chose this like orange.
You know, it reminds me of gym shorts. 헬스장에 갈 때 그런 주는 그런 반바지 있잖아요. And it's got and the cord always 막 빠지잖아요. It always comes out and you have to fix it. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good to have you here. Did you vote today?
I did.
Awesome.
I did like 사전 투표.
A lot of people did that.
Yeah, last week.
Because maybe you can't make the voting day or it's going to be busy, so you vote in advance. Had you ever heard of the term gerrymandering before?
To be honest, no, I did not. I did just look up.
Yeah.
So like I kind of know what it means now.
Yeah.
But like, why are you talking about the gerrymandering?
Because it was in our last quiz. Was one of the answers, and I was confused as to what it was. But saw him saying, thanks to the show, I'm becoming 10 points a lot smarter right now. Also saying 어딘가 이런 이름 가진 분이 계실 것 같은데. I feel like that's.
But it's actually a person's name, isn't it?
It probably was, actually. That's why it's got that there. Yeah. Rationim saying, 오늘 퀴즈 난이도 상급이었네요.
Yeah, it is. It
was. But that's good. Harder is better. It means you have to work for it. You have to think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So anyway.
You good? Today is all about sports in Busan.
It is. So this week I visited 화명 Ecological Park, which is 화명생태공원인데요. Have you heard before?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, of course.
Like you went there?
화명? I think so.
Oh, you think so?
Wait, it's not the one in Sa상, is it? It's in 화명.
It's near. Yeah.
Is it near?
Near like 김해.
강PD's like, 아닌 것 같은데.
Oh no, it's not.
She's shaking her head.
Hold on. Sorry. It's not. Sorry.
I was testing you.
It's near 김해.
Yeah.
Yeah.
화명?
Yeah.
That's the one
in 화명동.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture in my head the map.
Well, let me fact check. Okay. Hold on, man.
Anyway,
화명생태공원.
Okay, confused with the name. I'm thinking of 삼락.
Yes.
Same one?
No, not the same one.
Steve.
So it's right in front of 낙동강.
Yeah,
낙동 River.
A lot of
You know it, right?
I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I went there. Well, I'm sweating right now. Oh, man.
On the spot. You're on the spot.
So anyways, I went to 화명생태공원. So it's located along the 낙동 River in Buku. Yeah, so this expansive park offers a blend of lush greenery, open spaces, and various recreational facilities. As I strolled through, I noticed families enjoying picnics, children playing, and individuals jogging along the well-maintained path. Have you played with do you say it like flying kites?
Yeah, flying kites. 날리기. Yeah.
When was the 제일 최근?
20 years ago.
20 years ago?
20 years ago. I used to go to, in my hometown, there was a big park called Highlands Park. It was just, miles and miles of just green and trees, nothing there. But it was really popular for families to go and just fly kites. And I used to do that with my family and my dad. It was a lot of fun, but it's been, how old am I now? It's been it's been like 25, 30 years since I've flown a kite.
Oh, because the reason I'm asking this is when I went here, a lot of people, even adults, flying kites, 그걸로 좀 유명한 것 같아요.
Well, if you do it professionally, then it's great because, it's a sport in some ways. It's an art form. But, I'm thinking about, when you're a kid doing it for fun. When was the most recent time you did it?
I think 1 year ago.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, that was my stomach. All right then. When was the last time? A year ago?
A year ago. Yeah. But I'm really bad at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
you need some skills,
Yeah, whenever I see people like piloting it, you know, it looks like it's going to hit the ground, but then they fly it back into the air effortlessly. It's a skill that needs to be learned and mastered.
Exactly. So this park isn't just about leisure. It's a testament to ecological restoration. Originally developed as part of the Four Major Rivers project, it opened in 2011. 2011년인데요. Transforming the riverside into a haven for both wildlife and city dwellers.
Okay, great stuff. Now we have 멜리님 saying 김해랑 갖고 온 건 대저 생태공원인 것 같은데요.
Oh, 대저 is like right in front.
Yeah, I think that's 대저. I think that's.
So it's quite near.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And one of the highlights is the wetland area where you can observe diverse plant species and perhaps spot some local birds. The park also boasts sports facilities including soccer fields, baseball diamonds, and tennis courts catering to active visitors.
So it's got to be a beautiful place. Obviously lots of activities, people playing sports and having fun, but the nature scenery is going to be amazing. It's an ecological park after all.
It was. And actually I went here and I have some interview clip for you guys. Let's take a listen. Hello guys, it's Steve back again as a health guardian. And today I'm out here in one of the greenest, most open spaces in all of Busan. 화명생태공원, 화명 Ecological Park에 왔습니다. Let me tell you, the moment you step into this park, the city noise just fades away. 조금은 들려요. It's all about wide open fields, wetlands, winding walking trails, and that gentle breeze rolling off the Nakdong River. People are out cycling, kids are flying kites, and some folks are just lying on the grass watching the clouds drift by. 제가 제일 좋아하는 겁니다. It's not just a park, it's a living ecosystem, and you can feel that. You'll see reeds swaying in the wind, birds flying low over the water, and here's something cool. This place is really, really, really massive. It's not just a corner of green in the city, it stretches out across the riverbank and gives you space to breathe, think, and move. Great spot for weekend outings, solo walks, or just escaping into nature without leaving the city. 다시 스튜디오에 있는 스티브로 돌아가도록 하겠습니다.
Steve, I don't know if you noticed the 자전거 주의 sign. 뻔뻔하게 이렇게 자전거 레인에.
No. It's because I really wanted you to guys see the sign, you know,
Okay.
like actually when you guys like, you know,
careful,
get
man.
there,
Yeah.
조심해야 되니까.
For
You're
sure.
sweating again, man. 오늘 좀 덥네요.
I'm sorry, I'm being. It's because everyone here is making fun of me.
Oh.
So I feel like I have to make fun of you. Get some pressure off of me.
Okay,
you
okay.
can make fun of someone in All-Star English.
In All-Star English?
Next time.
Let's see. So anyways, yeah, actually I went there, right?
It looked beautiful. It
Beautiful.
was so green. That's my favorite kind of green. The kind of chlorophyll. Almost like everything is going through photosynthesis. Green, natural green. Beautiful.
It's really a great place to take a stroll, you know. 나무가 정말 많았잖아요. You saw that, right?
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
And it's really a great place to quietly take a walk. So I really recommend you guys come in here.
Yeah.
And so you guys may wonder, how do I get there?
How did you get there?
Oh.
Did you fly a kite there?
No, I took my car.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an anticlimax. It's you took your car. Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. There's good parking there.
Okay. Oh, it has a massive parking lot too. So first, if you take subway, you can take Busan subway line 2 and get off at Hwamyeong station, which is Hwamyeong-yeok, exit number 1. From there, it's about 15-minute walk. Head straight toward the Nakdong River and follow the signs for 화명생태공원. Then you'll pass under a bridge, and then the park opens up wide before you.
Brilliant stuff.
And by
By what?
By bus.
By bus?
Yeah. Take local buses such as 59, 111, 121, or 126. Get off at Hwamyeong Ecological Park entrance, 화명생태공원 입구, or 낙동강 River Park. 낙동강변공원. Yeah.
It's a tongue twister.
Oh, sorry. 낙동강변공원. Depending on which side you're entering from. Both stops give you easy access to the walking trails and river.
As always, any good place like this has good transportation there.
Exactly.
We had a few messages. We had a Rachel saying, 와, 넓고 경치 좋고 멋진 공원이네요. 꼭 가보고 싶은 공원인데. And then SN님 messaged in saying, 화명생태공원 진짜 넓고 좋은데 100분의 1만 찍으셨네요.
So like it was so big and wide.
You can't see all of it.
All of it.
Just the highlight.
Just the highlight. I wish I had like drones to
That would be
fly
good.
around and like to show like the whole park to you guys.
Get a drone, a BFM drone. we can't pay for it.
I think we gotta ask that.
Yeah, maybe that'll be really good. I think.
Yeah.
Write a letter to the boss.
Absolutely.
Also, they say 거기서 수달도 본 적이 있대요.
Oh yeah.
You can see otters there?
그만큼 no, I didn't see.
But you can.
You can because like the river is like too clean.
Wow.
수달도 산다.
I've never seen a
sometimes.
wild 수달. 야생 수달을 본 적 없는데.
But in the zoo, yes.
In like animal sanctuaries, I've seen
Yeah.
them. I would love to see one. They're so cute.
귀엽잖아요.
They keep their hands on their belly.
Can you 따라할 수 있어요?
Yeah, sure. I'll just 덤벙 들어가서. That's awesome. Thank you for letting us know, S and M. I would like to visit this. I don't know if I have visited it before.
You gotta, like, definitely.
Yeah.
And 마지막으로, by car, like, it has a big parking lot. So you don't need to worry about like, 차 댈 수 있을까? Not at all.
Okay, brilliant.
Yep. And I had an interview with 2 Busan citizens using this park.
Yep.
So let's take a listen. Where do you live and how did you know this place?
저는 이 부산의 화명동에 살고 있습니다.
Okay.
예, 이 공원은 엄청나게 큰 공원인데 매일 아침 저녁으로 많은 사람들이 운동한다고 걷기 운동도 하고 자전거 타고 다니기도 하는 아주 좋은 동네입니다. 여름에는 여기 애들 어린이들이 놀러 와서 파크도 있습니다. 워터파크.
If someone comes to this park, what do you really recommend?
Also over there and the side camping place have.
Camping place
yeah,
too?
yeah. Maybe maybe 10 minutes over there.
10 minutes?
Yes. On the side maybe. Camping place.
So you recommend camping place?
He's a local, so he seems to really know the area, and he seems very passionate about it as well.
Yeah,
so.
I heard like he comes to this park every morning. Every morning.
You know, if you live in a beautiful place like that, I don't see why you wouldn't. You know,
Right.
I live in the middle of a concrete jungle, so I don't have a place that I'm like every morning I can go outside and just take in nature. I just take in like. Well, 백육동, you know, that's all I can see. Lovely white concrete blocks. But if I lived in a place like this, I think I would have such a peaceful morning.
Definitely, right?
And the picture you showed us was beautiful. It was quite large and vibrant, like people were saying. So
I brought some pictures because, I can't like take the whole area, like the photo. So I brought the pictures I didn't take. But it's really beautiful though.
까치발로 막 서가지고 그렇게 찍으신 건가요?
I wish. 네, 미안합니다. Sorry about that. So anyways, the gentleman I interviewed is a local resident living in 화명동. Since he lives in the neighborhood, he said he naturally came to know about the park just by being part of the community. He also mentioned that the park is so big, it's pretty much impossible not to know about it. One thing he really loves about the park is its size. It's really huge. That means there's plenty of space for all kinds of activities like badminton, biking, soccer, running, and walking without feeling cramped. And his top recommendation for anyone visiting the park, it's camping. Because the park is so spacious, there are designated areas set up just for that. And also there's swimming pool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Now, I love camping in areas like that.
Yeah.
I think Korea is not really a place where you can just set up a tent anywhere.
Yeah, not anywhere.
You have to go to the designated parts,
Yeah.
which is still great. I have good memories of just going into the woods and just setting up a tent where it looked good.
Oh, you did in Korea?
No, not
Oh,
it
sorry.
wasn't Korea. But I would like to, maybe in some forest you can. But I guess to keep nature preserved, and they are taking care of this park, people can destroy the land that they are on.
Exactly.
So you do have to be careful.
Always got to keep your trashes, when you leave the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe this was back in the 90s or early 2000s, but, making big fires where you were, making sure there were no trees around, of course, but making fires, cooking burgers and hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are good memories.
It was.
I wonder, in Vietnam, is camping a big thing?
Oh, it's a big thing.
Really?
Like, it's totally a big thing. So there's no designated places at all, like in Vietnam.
Oh, so you can just stop anywhere and do
just
it?
anywhere.
Okay.
If you want.
I took, when I was in Vietnam, a couple of years back, we took a a bus to the Mekonggang, but it was far away.
Okay.
So we went through all of this nature, all of this countryside, and I just remember just looking out the window almost the whole time, and it was just green, nature. A few houses dotted here and there with dogs and animals.
Yeah.
But I thought this would be an amazing place to just set up and chill. Camping would be awesome there.
Especially like in front of like Mekong River.
Oh,
yeah. You know it.
Well, it seems that Korea also has these great camping spots in this 생태공원.
Exactly. So that was the interview clip with the first Busan citizen. Let's take a listen to another clip.
Okay.
Where do you live and how did you know this place?
부산 화명동.
What do you like the most about this park?
한적해서 좋아요. 한적해서.
What are you doing right now?
스트레칭.
Stretching?
Yeah.
Who do you want to recommend this park?
노년층분들이 편안하게 즐기실 수 있는 공간인 것 같아요.
How about like young people?
아무래도 주말 뭐 토요일이나 일요일 이럴 때는 가족분들 단위로 많이 오고.
So it's popular on weekends then.
Yeah. So like if you get inside YouTube right now, you can see like how big it is. Like that's the actual photo that Busan시 took. I mean, it's not the photo. It's a picture.
It's a drawing of a man.
It was so realistic. Busan시 잘했습니다. Yeah. I thought it was real.
As you can see, it kind of stretches along there. I could be wrong because you can't see the full map. Next to it, is that 울색도? Or is it not? Because I can't see it. Or is it a completely wrong location?
I can't see. But like right in front of the park, like 맞은편에, it's 대저생태공원. Yeah. So is it like...
Oh, maybe not. I think I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm just looking at the map. It looks like a long stretch of land, plenty of places to hang out, take a walk, camp. Brilliant stuff. You know, as the weather gets nicer, visiting an ecological park like this would be a fantastic way to spend a weekend.
It's 딱 지금 가면 좋아요.
You know what's good? Even when it gets to summer and tourists come and they start flooding Haeundae Beach and Gwangali 해수욕장, going to a place like this, there'll be so much space, no matter how many people are there.
Yeah. 진짜 너무 좋은 곳입니다.
It is. It's a fantastic place.
So the next person I interviewed was also a local resident from Hwameongdong. I caught up with him while he was finishing up some light exercise and doing his cool down stretches. He told me he chose this park because he really enjoys how spacious and peaceful it is. There aren't crowds of people everywhere, which makes it a great spot to relax. He said he would recommend this park to people of all ages, but especially for younger folks. He suggests coming on the weekend. That's when it gets a bit livelier, with more people around and plenty of things to see and enjoy.
Brilliant stuff. Steve, you know, I would say like, you know, you go to these places, 고생했다, but really you're having a great time exploring some of these places.
Yeah. 힐링하고 와요.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really glad. And thank you for showing us we can have a bit of vicarious enjoyment from that.
You want to go too?
I will definitely be going there.
Let's go together. 다음 인터뷰를 위해서.
I'll go with a love tour. We'll go together somewhere, my friend.
Okay.
We'll have a bro date sometime. Pleasure as always, man, and I'll see you next week.
All right. Bye-bye.
We're going to take a quick song break, and then we'll be right back. This is Good Night and Go by Ariana Grande.
I got you dreaming. You close your eyes and screaming. Play with your mind for no reason. I know you love how I tease it. You know that I'm playing, so don't be mistaken. You already know what I'm thinking, boy. Oh, why'd you have to be so cute? It's impossible to ignore you. Why must you make me laugh so much? It's bad enough we get along so well. Just say goodnight and go. Say goodnight and go. Just say goodnight and go. One of these days you'll miss your train and come stay with me. It's always say goodnight and go. We'll have drinks and talk about things and
to stay awake with you. When you'd sleepy, I'd sleep there. But then the heating may be done again. Am I convenient? We'd be good, we'd be great together. Why'd it have to be so cute? It's impossible to ignore you. What must you make me laugh so much? It's bad enough we get along so well. Just say goodnight and go. Say goodnight and I know how you want it, baby, just like this. Know you're thinking about it, baby, just like this. Know you're looking at him, baby, be my list. I know what you want, but you can't have this. Wanna say goodnight, wanna say goodnight and go. Wanna say goodnight, baby, say goodnight and go. Wanna say goodnight, say goodnight and go.
That was Good Night and Go by Ariana Grande. And the time is now 5:54 in the afternoon. Not quite time to say good night, but good evening. And I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. You've got a couple of hours left if you haven't voted, so make the most of today. And then I will see you tomorrow for our Wednesday Hump Day episode. The show was produced by Jung Yuna, written by Hong Young-hwa. I've been your host, Nick. And our final song will be Dance All Night by Rose. Have a great evening.
Came and sat on the edge and they asked if I'm doing okay. And we talked for a while, sat for a while. And one of them asked me if there's anything I would change. And I didn't know what to say, but I would dance all night. Not care about the heartache in my life. Oh, and I would not obsess over all the little things I don't regret. I dance all night, night. I dance all night. Oh, and I dance all night. Dance all night. I wouldn't be so in my head. 3 words every chance that I get. Be spontaneous and better with trust, and say things that I should have said. I will let my feelings lead me late. You be the one to hold me now, and maybe this